Hello and welcome back to the Imagine with Keira podcast. I am Keira Vixler, and here we interview amazing people from all across the nation every single week. This week we have another very special guest. Her name is Rachel Spencer, and she is currently your Miss Maryland's Teen 2023. I'm so excited to talk with her today. She is somebody I've been following on social media for a while, and she's truly incredible. So it'll be really cool to hear her story today. So stick around and she'll be joining us very soon. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Imagine with Keira podcast. I'm joined by another very special guest today, and I'll have her introduce herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Spencer, Miss Maryland's Teen. I'm so excited to be serving my great state this year, and I can't wait for you all to get to know me a little bit better.
Yay, thank you so much for joining us today, and I cannot wait to dive into these questions. So let's see, how did you get involved in the Miss America organization?
I actually was a Miss Maryland little sister when I was about 8 years old. So from that moment on, when I saw the big girls competing on the stage, performing, being so confident and fierce, I knew this is something I wanted to do. And I always tell people, I never wanted to be Miss America. My goal was always to be Miss America's Teen. And so to now be able to be involved in the organization for so many years and to have this opportunity to compete for my dream job is just the best feeling in the world.
That's so amazing. So now, obviously, you are Miss Maryland's Teen. So after your time as a little sister, what was it like competing? What was that journey like for you?
I won the job on my second year competing for Miss Maryland's Teen. And the first year was really about me learning and being comfortable competing and making friends and just growing as an individual. And after I really spent time reflecting, working, practicing my talent, continuing to work out and make sure that I'm the best version of Rachel I could possibly be, I came back this year with the goal to not only win the job, but to win preliminary talent, to feel confident and proud of the hard work, dedication, and performance I put on for the judges and for the audience. And after changing my mindset and making sure that I was prepared to come to grow, not necessarily just to win the job, I was able to do so. And here I am today.
Yay, that's so exciting. Let's see what else. So you mentioned your talent. What is your talent?
I've been playing piano since I was 5 years old. So that's over a decade. And every time I think about that, I'm like, wow, I'm really getting up there. And to get to share that on the stage is going to be the best opportunity. I've worked so hard, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I will be playing a piece called Whitewater Chopsticks. It's very near and dear to my heart because one of my favorite Miss Americas, Teresa Scanlon, played at the age of 17, which I am now, and just getting to play this piece in ode to her. And it was also the piece I played at States, again, just to keep that positive energy going. It's going to be something that I can't wait to share and have fun with, because that's the most important thing to me, is making sure that I'm having a good time and being able to interact with the audience while I'm doing so.
I love that. Whitewater Chopsticks is definitely one of the most entertaining piano pieces I've ever seen played. So I'm super excited for that for you. Let's see what else. Tell us about your CSI a little bit.
Yes, so I have an organization called Sprinkles of Love. I founded it in 2019. And my organization's mission is to encourage youth to volunteer. And we do this through our Passion to Project initiative, which is my focal point for this year. So I help teens identify, explore, and plan ways they can get involved in serving others. I've had a very unique journey with service. My parents were both Army veterans, and my mom faced food insecurities as a child. So for my parents, it was important that I knew the values of serving others and gained skills that would benefit my life, such as compassion, leadership, mentorship. And through Blessings in a Backpack program, which is an organization that I'm affiliated with, I'm able to continue raising money, and through Sprinkles of Love, in total, we've raised over $20,000 with various organizations. And so just continuing to share with teens and youth the benefits, the joys of serving others, I've been able to make an impact. I have an Instagram account. You can go follow it. It's called Sprinkles of Love, where I highlight the service of other change makers during Sprinkle shoutouts. And those are 3-day highlights. So, Keira, I would love to maybe talk a little bit later about highlighting you and the incredible work that you're doing. I've seen some of the features you've done with my sister queens. So it's
Thank
amazing.
you so much. You're so sweet. Also, I noticed through your social media that you've been a Girl Scout, or you are a Girl Scout. So I'd love to talk about that experience a little bit.
I've been a Girl Scout also for 11 years. And through Girl Scouts, I've been able to continue serving. I actually do a majority of my Passion to Project presentations with Girl Scouts because I don't know if you're familiar with the award program that Girl Scouts have, but we have bronze, silver, and gold. So I like to help our junior level Girl Scouts earn their bronze awards through walking them through the Passion to Project process. We make vision boards with their favorite passions, whether that's animals or the environment. I want them to be able to write out a planned process, use pictures from magazines, draw pictures, just to get their brains thinking about ways that they can get involved and earn their bronze awards. I've had the opportunity to earn my silver award. I built a free little library with my own 2 hands for the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County here in Maryland. And getting to inspire a love of literacy, create community around these kids, and get them involved in being one was something that I really enjoyed doing and giving my time back to. And so through Girl Scouts, I've also learned to serve. I've gained a love for cookies. That's definitely my favorite time of the year. And as we're approaching cookie season, I can't wait to share and promote my cookie sales on my social media account now that I have a whole new family and group of people that I can make customers.
I love it. Yes, Girl Scout cookies really are the best.
Yes.
Let's see what else. What is your favorite phase of competition for Miss America?
It's definitely interview. I want to be the president of the United States one day. I have a very long career path ahead of me, but that is my end goal. And I envision myself giving the State of the Union address every single time I'm in an interview. I will talk for hours and hours if you let me. So getting to share my passions, my plans, and just who Rachel is with the panelists is something that I always have enjoyed and will continue to enjoy. So I can't wait. Less than a month, I'll be getting to talk to them about Rachel. So I'm excited about that.
Yay. So let's say you were thrown into the Oval Office today. What would be your number one priority?
I got to talk about this with Wes Moore, governor of Maryland, last week, and it's definitely gun control. I believe that the Second Amendment is something that we have in the Bill of Rights, but I think that we need to be able to regulate what people can buy and have access. And I think the best way to do that would be through mental health evaluations for people who want to buy a gun license. I don't want to ever infringe on people's rights, but I want to make sure that we're able to protect the futures of all citizens, especially our young children, because no one should go to school feeling unsafe. I have the privilege of going to school every day feeling secure and safe with my security team, but I know and can acknowledge that so many children in America don't have that right. So let's go ahead and make that possible for everyone.
That's amazing. So you talked a little bit already about your career goals in life, but I'm very interested to see, what's your dream school and what's that career path kind of looking like for you?
I don't have a dream school, and as a junior in high school, I've kind of decided to just try and taste everything that I can. So I've had an opportunity to visit the University of Alabama as a birthday gift in November. I went to the Bama LSU game, so I was dying. I was absolutely in love. I love football, and I love the idea of having community and school spirit. And so getting to visit the university and to see so many of my sister queens. I got to visit former Miss Maryland's teens, visit the Alpha Chi Omega house, and see what that sisterhood translates to on that campus. It was a beautiful opportunity for me. So that's definitely one of my favorites. But I also love all of the New York schools. I got to visit Barnard and Columbia. And so I had a great opportunity and time there to get to meet so many new people and see what being a political science major would look like on those 2 campuses.
Those are great schools. So now you're Miss Maryland's teen, and hopefully there'll be more money coming along the way, but how much scholarship money have you earned so far?
I've earned a total of $5,600 through the Miss America
Wow.
opportunity. And I'm so grateful. I've actually started to use the money for my tuition right now in school. I'm fortunate enough to attend a school called Holton Arms, and it really focuses on empowering young women. We're an all girls school, and that does come at a hefty price. So, through the Miss America opportunity, I've been able to pay for my tuition, and I feel rewarded because not only are my parents able to support me, but I'm able to support them through working hard to earn my own financial opportunities to better my future. And after I graduate Holton next year, which is crazy to think about, I plan to go to undergraduate school and then straight afterwards go to law school and take the bar exam, start practicing. Hopefully, I want to practice criminal prosecution. And so I've been told by lots of people that if you're going to do prosecution, you should also consider doing defense. So that'll probably end up there somewhere along the way. And then I want to represent Maryland District 6 in the House of Representatives. And then hopefully I'll be seeing you in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue someday.
That's amazing. Yes, you definitely have that laid out pretty well. So that's
Yes.
really cool. Let's see what else. So obviously Miss America prep is very much underway right now with, I don't even know what the countdown is anymore, but it's very close. Yes, very close. It's crazy. So obviously you're very busy. What does a day in your life look like right now?
I'm on winter break, so the most important thing to me right now is maintaining my peace. I feel like I've done the work to prepare for Miss America throughout my entire term as Miss Maryland's teen. I've gotten to talk to people, travel, I've had to practice time management, balancing what it's like to be a junior in high school and a title holder. I now think it's time to just relax, take a step back, and trust that I've done the work that I've needed to do to prepare for this job. Of course, I will continue to work out because it's a great release. It makes me feel more empowered, and I feel like I'll be ready to have the energy to take on the stage and this job through working out. I have my interview prep with my amazing Miss Maryland organization board and all of the former Miss Maryland and Miss Maryland's team title holders who want to continue to support me. And now it's just time for me to do what I do best, and that is trust in Rachel and, most importantly, trust in God. He's brought me so far. I've had an incredible opportunity to network, to advance my future, and to make sure that I'm ready for the path ahead of me. And I believe that whatever is meant to happen that week will happen for me. And I trust that I'm ready and I'm prepared for that job.
That's so great again, especially because obviously you have been preparing for so long and Miss America Week will be quite crazy. So take this time to rest if you can a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is kind of a hard question, but it's a fun one, so it'll be good.
Cool.
What has been your favorite moment as Miss Maryland's teen so far? I know there's a lot to pick from.
Oh my gosh. They're definitely my top three. So one is definitely meeting Wes Moore, governor of Maryland. He has so much charisma, and just standing in his presence, I was in awe. I was speechless. So getting to experience that was an incredible day for me. I also loved a visit I had in Annapolis to the town center for the Christmas tree lighting because there were at least 100 kids that came up to me and my big sister Kennedy, and we just loved hugging the kids, getting to know them, asking what they wanted for the holidays. That definitely gave me a boost of serotonin. That was such a great moment, and if I could continue to experience that throughout the entire country, I would love it. I'm a huge fan of children. And that brings me to my last favorite moment. It actually happened last night. I got to meet Vice President Kamala Harris and
So
Second
cool.
Gentleman Doug Emhoff. Every time I think about it, wow, absolutely wow. She is incredible, one of my role models, because she has all of her integrity and she has grit. Success is one of my favorite points of the crown. And I think that in order to be successful, you have to keep trying to achieve your goals and your dreams. And you always have to have grit, that passion and that strength. And whenever I feel down in spirits or I might be questioning something in my life, I think about Kamala Harris and her mindset and how she's been able to achieve her goals and her dreams. So getting to talk to her last night was just incredible. Actually, no word can describe how that feels.
That's seriously, when you told me yesterday that was going on, I was like, oh my goodness. So I have to ask now a follow-up question about that. So walk us through the experience. Where was this? What was the conversation about? Just front to back. What was this like?
So I got to attend a holiday event at the Vice President's residence. So I got to go to the Naval Observatory and meet so many cool people. I spent the entire day preparing, making sure hair, makeup, everything was on point, because I believe that wherever I'm going, whenever I'm meeting people, I'm representing not just the Miss Maryland organization, but the entire Miss America opportunity. So I wanted to make sure I was as presentable and ready to go. And so when I got there, I was a little nervous at first because I realized, wow, I was in a room with some of the most important people. I got to meet former press secretary Jen Psaki. I stood in front of her in line and I was physically shaking. And also got to meet the financial chair of the DNC. So many important people who are involved in the political scene. I asked them all for advice for their LinkedIn accounts to connect. And that's just something I appreciate with the Miss America opportunity, is that it's giving me a chance to further my career goals. Just by having the crown and sash, I have that voice and that power to make connections and to share my story and influence with people. And so that's what I spent a lot of my time doing until the moment came where I actually had to go meet the vice president. She was so inspirational. The moment she saw me, she was so kind, warm, and she said she was proud of me. To hear that there are other women that look like me, that are doing good, and that they're proud of me by just being there, by representing and being a voice for the next generation, that's humbling. To know that you're a part of something greater than yourself. And being in this organization every day, I feel that way, that I'm a part of something so large, a part of a team, a sisterhood, a group of women who are doing great things. And in that moment, I felt like everyone was in the room with me doing that.
That's remarkable. And just imagine, you're Miss Maryland's teen right now meeting the vice president. If you're Miss America's teen, who would you be meeting? That's so remarkable. Who knows? Who's next?
Yes, exactly.
I'm so glad that I got you to share that story, because that's something that everybody should hear about. Wow, that's so cool. Let's see. So next, you competed twice in the Miss America organization now, 2 years. What's your advice for girls competing that want to either hold your job someday or a similar job across the nation?
Have integrity. I've learned in life that being the best and most authentic version of yourself, whatever that might be, is the only way that you can win the job. Having that integrity, making sure that you're honest, you're true, and you're fair, is going to get you so far in this organization and in life. I also think that having a positive mindset and having a goal other than just winning. I know that's so cliche. People say it all the time. Don't go into the competition just wanting to win. Make sure you're gaining something out of it. But it's so true. Making sure that you see this opportunity as a way to advance your career goals, to make friends, to grow as an individual, whatever that might be for you, finding that why is so essential, because that'll shift your mindset. It'll make you feel more positive, more empowered, and that will get you to wherever you want to be, but most importantly, wherever you need to be.
Wonderful. And then who knows, maybe they'll be meeting the vice president. So that's
exactly.
So
have a goal in mind.
Such great advice, of course. So now's a fun question. What are you most excited for Miss America Week?
Definitely for our park day. So we get to go to the adventure park, and I'm so excited to spend my entire day in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. I am a Hufflepuff and a huge fan, so this will be the most exciting part of my time at Miss America's Teen Week. And I hope to get many butterbeers, take lots of selfies, pictures in general with my sisters, and just have a good time. So I can't wait to see everyone there, and I hope that you all stay tuned, follow my content throughout that week. I'll be posting many reviews of all of the food that I try throughout that day, too.
Sounds amazing. I love butterbeer, too, so that sounds like a great trip. So this one, everybody's kind of different about this, so I'm curious if you have any. Do you have any, pageant superstitions or traditions that you follow?
Yes, so I'm not very superstitious, but I do the same routine before I perform talent every time. I always have to have a blanket because I believe that when you play piano, you need to have fire running through your veins. You need to be so warm. So I'll do all of my warm-ups, my stretches, including bending the hands backwards, stretching, but I also cover myself in a blanket until the girl before me is about to finish her performance. Then I'll stand up and I'll do the famous acting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just getting myself pumped up, ready to go. I have to do this every single time before I play, or else I won't be as excited, happy, warm, vivacious. And so that's kind of my tradition and routine every time before I perform talent.
Yes, you gotta get in the zone. I love to hear it. Everybody has different little things they like to do, so that's a fun one. I like that. So this question kind of allows you to promote yourself a little bit, and I always like to ask it. So why should you be the next Miss America's teen?
I feel like this job opportunity will continue to promote me as a brand ambassador and as a politician. I've been able to have an opportunity as a title holder to practice what it means to be a civil servant. I've been able to volunteer, meet the needs of the people that I'm representing, and share that and showcase that with the world and with our representatives. And as Miss America's teen, I'll be able to do that on a whole new schedule and plan and agenda with the national board. They'll be able to support me, help me meet as many people as possible, share my light, my love, my wisdom, whatever that means to me, which is service, and help me grow as an individual to be able to be prepared to take on the Oval Office and every other office that I might be in order to get there one day. And I think that having this job will be the best and most humbling, honored, and rewarding experience. And I just hope that I'm able to share my passions, who I am, with the panelists. And if they choose me for the job, I'm ready. I have a whole plan of how I'll be able to promote Sprinkles of Love, the Miss America opportunity, and all of the organizations that I'm partnered with and affiliated with, such as Girl Scouts, Blessings in the Backpack, and the Boys and Girls Club.
That's amazing, as always. Well, you are phenomenal. I'm sure you hear that all the time, but you are such a remarkable person, and I'm so grateful to have interviewed you today. I always like to give people the opportunity, if you have any events coming up, any fundraisers going on, anything you want to promote, now's your time.
Yes, so on December 30th, Miss Maryland and I are having our official send-off, and it's in collaboration with the American Heart Association of Maryland.
That's so cool.
So not only will we be fundraising, but we will also be educating people who attend the send-off and might want to tune in to what we're doing throughout that entire time. We want people to be aware of CPR, the songs that you can sing to help you make sure that you're counting correctly, facts like 1 in 3 women die of various cardiovascular diseases every year. It's a leading killer of women. Most people in Generation Z and millennials are unaware of how detrimental it is to have cardiovascular disease. And I want to make sure that I'm promoting and celebrating the hard work that the American Heart Association is doing with as many people as possible. And I also just wanted to say, Keira, thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
I've
you.
seen the work and the strength and the beauty of everything. And I'm very proud of you. And I can't wait to see where you're going next. And hopefully I'll see you at Miss America Week. Will you be there?
I will be there, actually. Thank you again for saying that. You're so sweet. And yeah, I'll be there to support you. If you need anything throughout the week, I'll be around. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in the Miss America's Teen Coronation after finals night. So we'll see.
Thank you.
And then also, where can people follow you on social media?
On Instagram, you can follow me at Miss America's Teen MD, at the Rachel Spencer, and at Sprinkles of Love. Facebook, I'm Miss Maryland's Teen and Rachel Spencer. And TikTok, I'm at Miss America's Teen MD and at the Rachel Spencer __.
I love it. Well, thank you so much again for joining me today. You have such a remarkable story, and I'm so excited to see not only what you could accomplish at Miss America's Teen, but throughout the rest of your life. I expect great things.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a joy.
Thank you. And I will see you in less than a month. Bye.
Bye.
I am in awe of this woman. She is the sweetest, and I cannot believe we actually just talked for over 30 minutes. I'm so grateful to now have met her. And I guess the cat's out of the bag. I'm going to Miss America. And yeah, wow. I cannot wait to see all that she accomplishes in the future, truly. Wow. I'm still speechless. Also, if you saw a tear running down my cheek in that interview, I promise my eyes were just watering. I don't know, something about the mascara and the ring light today was not mixing well, but we are recovered. I blotted my eye with a tissue and I think we're back to life. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me for this podcast episode. If you or someone you know believe that you would be a great next guest on this podcast, feel free to message me through my email at imaginewithkeira. Keira is Keira @gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at imaginewithkeira, and then also on Instagram at Miss Fresno County Teen. I'm also on Facebook at Keira Bixler, and I'm also on TikTok at Blondie Bix. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Be water, my friend. I am Keira Bixler, and this is Imagine with Keira.